The vast area covered by capacity builders includes Navajo Nation and all 5,500 plus square miles of San Juan County. To meet the needs of its community, Capacity Builders has hired staff who speak the Navajo language and uses a variety of vehicles from taxis to a transit bus called Big Bertha to provide transportation in all parts of the county.
One of the biggest challenges here in a rural area is that there's not any transportation services. So what we need to do is find a way to get people served in our community going back and forth from the reservation, from rural areas, towns and cities into Farmington, which is the hub.
So they would call, asking us if we could take them to their appointments. And the biggest thing was they didn't have a lot of money to do it. The biggest challenge was trying to get more riders on the Native American side, because coming from the reservation, it's always harder to really believe that something's free.
Having NADTC allowed us to provide a dispatcher that both speaks Navajo language as well as English. We also have a Spanish-speaking person that comes in and speaks both as well. So having the interpreters come with us to these different facilities and chapter houses to speak has been able to allow us to reach more people.
A poll from the National Aging and Disability Transportation Center found that older adults and people with disabilities have difficulty finding a ride in their communities. This is due to a lack of affordable and accessible transportation options. In Farmington, where access to transportation is already limited, this issue is even more acute for older adults and people with disabilities who have low incomes. To address this issue, NADTC awarded a grant to Farmington's Capacity Builders. The Capacity Builders Challenge, providing curb-to-curb paratransit services to those living in its vast service area, which includes the Navajo Nation.
They always tell me their problems, and sometimes I'm on the phone with them for 30 minutes because I just let them go on because I'm pretty sure they don't have nobody to talk to, but And they always tell me that we have no money for transportation.
Daniel is visually impaired. He was depending on friends and family for rides, but when he learned about the Capacity Builders program, that changed.
It helps me so much. Being a person of limited income, it doesn't cost me anything. I don't have to be scrounging around for change, coins, quarters, and it's just a lifesaver.
Rochelle Clark is unable to speak, and she uses a wheelchair, but that does not stop her from communicating. With help from Capacity Builders, she now uses a media device to reach out and get rides.
She said I can go places and meet up with my friends and family and go to my appointments. It opened the world for me.
Siri Kosa broke her hip, and that changed everything. Because of transportation costs and a limited income, Siri was going to the food bank once a month and trying to stretch that food to last.
I have only Social Security. I live below the poverty line. And so, if I use this ride, it doesn't sound like much, but when you don't have much, $40 saved a month, I can eat a little more. I can go to the thrift store more. So economically, for me, it's a big help.
In addition to being able to get to the grocery store more than once a month, Siri was able to get to vital physical therapy appointments, which helped her avoid another surgery.
That's what NADTC has helped us do, is get out there and tell them that being in a wheelchair, being disabled, being elderly is not a death sentence. There are people out there that are willing to help.
With the funding provided by their NADTC grant, Capacity Builders has successfully developed a program that connects older adults and people with disabilities to the community through transportation.